Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Exponential per player capitals on the Terraformed Venus map. We're playing as a green player out of the 5th position. I have, interestingly, several decent options. However, there is an incredibly bizarre 1-point holdover here off of these two territories, one of these two, for these double bonuses. This is the Terraformed Venus map. It is 79 territories. There are 7 blizzards, 72 territories when blizzards are considered. That's 33 larger than the classic map. And there are 10 continents. You can see the continents here. Ishtar, Aphrodite West, and Lada are +5s. Phoebe the Lone +6. Alpha the Lone +2. Every other bonus, Atla, Helen Ocean, Isla, Aphrodite South, and East are all +4s if you're able to hold it. This is the final map in the community map pack that we will be looking at as part of our Tier List Tuesday series on the channel, where we play every single map in Risk, stack them up against each other, and see how things shake out. I've got troops to play for both the top of the board here and also this bonus on the left-hand side. This territory, there's a 2-point hold for this down here. Black probably goes on this too. I don't really have any realistic ability to play for the right-hand side. So I'm going to cap on an entrance to a bonus, and that's going to be right here. I think this is going to be my best bet. Not a very well-defended position, but with the 3 here, I got 2s. I got troops that can make their way back, and the potential to play for 2 of these bonuses. Obviously, the Atla bonus here is a 12 territory. I think that's largest on the board, and it'll take me a hot minute to take, but I've got some territory and some troops to be able to do that. We start out of the 5th position as well, which will pick us up 2 extra troops to start with. So probably roll the 3 into here, and then roll as much of this back left pocket as I can on the first turn without making my cap too weak, and then playing from there. Obviously, there's the risk of a cap on Parga Canyons, which would be a bit of a bummer. I don't see anybody. I'm hoping that people notice the 1-point hold on the right-hand side and that there's several caps in this bonus or this bonus. I assume there's a cap or 2 down in the bottom right here, but I'm not interested in any of that. I'm interested in my area, and at least entrances, 3 entrances within my bonus to my area are all free. It looks like we're going to have orange cap directly next to us, however. Oh, maybe not. I completely misunderstood where they were going with their troops there. They don't pick up a bonus. I thought they were going to be capped on Parga Canyons and then play for this bonus, but that evidently did not happen. We've got blue in this pocket over here going to try to play for a turn 1 +5 that they will not get. Lost some troops pretty heavily there, and I don't like that cap choice at all. That is a 2-point card block that contains no bonus. Not the best spot for blue. We really just playing the waiting game of seeing where everybody is. Kind of forgot I capped next to white here. I might slow roll my 2s out on the other side of the board as well, just to pick up some additional territories that will inevitably get removed anyway. White in here is interesting because that seems like they might be battling orange for the same bonus that they both wanted. It also might mean if somebody's capped here, I said the entrances within my bonus were free and clear of capitals, but the spots directly outside of the bonus may not be so fortunate. It is my turn, though. We only start with 7 because we did get hit on that first go. But let's see. Let's just get some vision. Okay, just white there. That's good. I'm going to hit orange out of the pocket up here. That succeeds. Close my cap off to the top here. Once I get down to like 4 troops, I'm not going to hit black here. I will hit blue. And then I am going to try to slow roll some of this stuff out. Like, we don't win that. I'm going to go into black here to try to reduce their troop count in case they didn't get hit. That one wins. Going to go into black here, I guess, as well. That does not win. So we pick up an extra territory off of the slow rolls. This one I'm going to keep. I think it's important that I keep that one there. And, there's 4 players here. Well, I guess white might think I took this. But there's 3 players here who know I don't have this bonus yet. So the extra territories help a little bit. That's really unfortunate because purple's just going to take the capital here. Oh, and he didn't go this way. Blue and orange fighting over the same area. Hopefully purple doesn't have a... I don't think purple has a bonus yet. I hope they don't. The only bonus they could possibly have is this unseen +4 over here, because I have vision on everything else. Black slams me, quits naturally. They are an extra card. I have to imagine blue breaks here. I didn't know black would be capped here. Immediate slamming. Yeah, they go into... Blue goes into orange. Have to imagine purple picks this up. If they do, that's fine. I don't think they will try to roll me as well. I think they just end up sitting there. I won't have this bonus, but that is unfortunate. And if white doesn't hit me more than once, we'll get 2 extra troops here. Maybe we can actually pick up the bonus on this turn. Just got to be a little bit wary of purple. Black stacked into me. I got a great defensive dice. That's for sure. White picks this up. I have a feeling white's capped right here. I'm a little bit nervous about that. They hit black. They hit black, not me. I'm fine with that. We've got black back here. I'm not worried about a 1-card kill guard in the late position, late turn order here. Well, let's try this. I'm going to give the slow roll a shot. It does not win. Bummer. Come back to cap with a 6 again. That's what we got hit on last turn. White could have the +6. I don't know. I think maybe this is black trying to play for their bonus on turn 1. And they decide to go up. But I don't understand this capital. They got 8 troops. The cap makes no sense to me. So they hit me with a 13 that lost, right? They start with 8. Hit me with a 13. This would have had to have been a 6. They capped on a 3. Because it'd be up to a 6, 8 more for 14. It steps into me, 13. So they cap on a 3, like, all right, I guess you've capped on a 3, but they had no support. They had 2 up here, and then nothing in the bonus within which they capped. Orange did re-break blue. I think white's going to be holding a bonus on this turn. I really, truly think the white player is going to be holding a bonus on this turn in the +6 here. And I'm not sure any of these guys are going to do anything about it. And I do fear that they're capped directly next to me. Now, the concern here is that, like, all right, purple, okay, good. They put 5 in the middle, which means they're not going to hit this spot. Do double hit me. I wonder if... The weird thing is like, there's the potential that purple's the one... Like, why didn't somebody take the 1 point over here? Whoever had one of these 2 territories, if they're not capped there, and maybe purple is capped over there, but we saw blue's giant stack here. White doesn't have this. That's really, really good. White not having the cap here is, or not the cap, but white not having this bonus is tremendous. I'm going to hit with a 4. I need to be very careful here. Yeah, I'm not going to play aggressive here at all. I'm just going to sit on them. That is their capital. Maybe they break me. That's a very weak capital. Also, if they do break me, I have backdoor entrance. That cap is so much weaker than I thought it was. This is a 3-point hold with double capital over my position if it works. These two are fighting over and over again as well. So, like I said, a backdoor presence. I don't know how aggressive white goes. White knows I'm captain here. They never once went for this bonus, which I find a little bit admirable at least. Black is gone. Purple's the one I'm concerned about. We share a kill guard with purple on the black player. One that I have no intention of removing. No trade-in. I gotta hope white doesn't have that bonus, but I have a feeling they do. Because there's only 2 spots they could get broken in. Orange with access to one, and who knows with access to the other. But I have to defend my bonus. Basically, if I don't get broken, and they don't add to the capital, I'm probably going to take it. With the +4 and the territory count I have right now, we will start with 11. We've got a 3 there already. We have a 14 on 5. Worst case, I have to hit off my cap if we fail the cap roll, close the cap off. Like, it's not like we don't have cards, or we roll the 2 here. They don't hold this bonus. So the fact that they don't hold the bonus makes me think they probably won't break me, which means they probably get their cap rolled. And it's one of those things where I'm like, kind of wondering why I wouldn't hit it, you know? Maybe orange is actually capped here, and that's why white's not doing this, but I just don't see a world where I don't try that. Because then I can hold this more clearly on the next turn. I think that that's the right choice. It really is going to come down to how quickly does purple get bonuses. Because purple's got, because if they are capped on the right-hand side of the board and they have this cap on the left-hand side, they are super threatening. Orange skips. Do not agree with the skip from the weakest player on the board. Well, I guess technically white's the weakest player, right? Second weakest player on the board. Very much do not agree with the skip there. I think that's a terrible play. I understand why they think card skipping will work. Yeah, purple has at least one of these bonuses on the right-hand side. Probably the +5 based off of the troop count. And they're going to potentially clear 2 more bonuses here. I might have picked this one up too. White only gets 3. A trade-in's not going to help them get their capital back. I do wonder if they avoid breaking me. Looks like that might be the case. I could try to play for Ishtar on the top of the board. Especially if white pulls away. They pull down. Do not like a pull down. I'm not going to play for Ishtar yet. Or maybe start playing for Ishtar. Don't want to aggress purple. Like, I don't want to give purple concern to come hit me. But I am going to pick up a couple additional territories here. Hit blue out of the top. Not trying to make an enemy with purple. 12 and 12 should be fine for now. Orange hits me there. That's actually smart. Remove my access to black, and maybe I should have prioritized black in that spot. My hope here is that whatever blue ends up doing, they end up uncovering this purple capital and maybe aggressing it. They are our first trade in. White might have skipped on that turn, or they missed a card. I'm not really sure which. Can't remember if they were back here either. Like, I don't want to aggress purple at all. I don't think hitting purple is smart. If they hit me, they hit me. It is what it is. But they were smart enough to take the cap here. And yeah, they were smart enough to take the cap. That's usually a pretty good tell. White fortified down. So there's some amount of white in here. I almost might line up for their like try to take their elimination and then back off if it doesn't work. But theoretically, they're out of this area. I don't know if they're out of the back here. But if they fed me 5 cards, like, that would be tremendous. Maybe they don't even take a card. They do take a card. I don't think there's much downside to trying to eliminate them, though. They fortify in here. I'm on trade. Trade our horses. Worst case, I feed them, I suppose. There's orange's capital. is the elimination. Where do these... I would like to get Ana. Yeah, let's get on this 3 here in Audra. That's what it was going to trade anyway. Sweet. I'm not going to take the bonus there. I'm not trying to irritate purple. Come back here. We're on 5. And we get a Joker. I think we had a trade in anyway. We did. So we end up giving orange a better trade in. He's still attacking back here. Until I see purple getting the lion's share of this bottom right. 21. They have 2 capitals, and then this would be 13. This might be the black elimination here. At this point, for that cheap of a cost. Everybody here. I don't love everybody here, purple on the right. That worries me. I don't see their attacks either. So maybe territory count, and they don't actually have this back here. I just hit my 5. I'm on cards, dude. What are we doing here? I think my caps are reasonably enough well defended where I can aggress this player. That's an annoying play. Let's see where these land. Neither, it doesn't matter. Let's see if this is black. I mean, it just genuinely doesn't hurt to take that card for that cheap. Closes the cap off, which isn't great. I had a feeling that would happen. This is the remainder of orange. Problem is, purple's going to get a ton back here. I need to basically flush them out of this capital. No trading without the Joker, which isn't great. But I need them to overextend up to my cap here and then make a play down there. It's the only way this goes well for me. Oh, God, if this clown breaks me, dude. Why? I'm not the threat. We got a guy double holding. Purple picked the great cap. Idiotic play by blue. And I can't do anything to them because they're getting too many troops. They've definitely got too much on capital to do anything to. We're going to see a full placement over here. Now, they did open me up to orange. Mr. 30 troop orange over there. Maybe I don't set here. What, you going to wrap around and hit me? Maybe I just let show blue what the state of the board is. Although I'm not open, right? If I was open, I'd feel more comfortable in making this play. So did he come off cap with everything? Certainly not, right? The initial stack over there was 33. Oh, I think he did. Connect me, please. I think I can make a play here. Take the +2. Why not? I didn't want to show orange that I was doing this, but... Purple doesn't have a set, so I don't need it. I don't need a ton here. The only way, orange doesn't have pathing, so orange can't do anything. Blue could theoretically trade. I just hunker down over here. This is absolutely the spot that needs hunkering. Like, if blue wants to roll these 2 caps, I don't care, because now I have the position over on the right. Perfect. Tremendous, honestly. Oh, I'm not gonna let you hold that, dude. Foolish. Okay. They didn't even take the bonus, so I don't really care that much, I don't think. Like, I don't want him to get too many extra troops, but I really just think I need to defend this. I think attack here, pull out, hope for the best. Especially with how high the trades are getting. And he closes this off. Okay. Orange lost his cap. If I had known that blue just rolled orange, I would have done something. Orange lost his capital. And I didn't know. I didn't have any vision on it. And purple must have had no idea either. Wow. Okay. What a game, though. Purple needed to defend this. He was too intent on breaking me. You got to understand the value of the position that you have over here. 1 point hold that is naturally generating you plus additional +8 every turn, plus the territories in here alone with the capital is a +9 guaranteed every turn. I do fear that blue will eliminate orange here. I also feel that purple potentially has a trade in. With how high the trades are getting, they could roll my 30 cap that I have over here. They're not going to be able to roll me on the left, but there's some danger behind it. Blue takes the orange elimination right now, which likely happens. I think it's almost a guarantee that happens, even with orange's trade in the last turn. Doesn't. Okay. I'm very surprised that didn't happen, and I think I need to go potentially take a peek at whether or not orange still has this capital here. I'm obviously not going to let you hold this bonus. I don't know why purple would ever entertain the potential of that. Why off-cap troops here? Why would you have off-cap troops here? And then trade in again, go right back into him? You're going to steal this from me. Because you're not going to get this over here. So this is just helpful. I haven't wronged orange. So, I was going to say, I don't think he's going to hit me. At this point, it almost feels like he's trying to make himself unkillable. Like stretching himself out too much. And he doesn't double back to the 18 cap. So I guess orange is like happy with me, which I don't deserve. Or he thought he was eliminating purple. If purple doesn't set here, we may realistically have the ability to eliminate them. Because now orange is all spread out. I've got a direct path line this way. If purple doesn't trade, if they think they're fine, I think there's a good chance orange just knocked all of them out up here. I think there's a really, really good chance. Purple doesn't trade. Oh, wow, they don't trade. Okay. What do we got here, then? 26. Let's give it a go. Why are you doing this? I don't get it. Why does he have all of these off-cap troops here, dude? Oh my god, you just saved this guy. I'm not going to bother hitting that because I'm not going to win the roll on purple. Blue just saved purple. Absolutely terrible troop placement there by blue. Now I need purple to accidentally burn too much here off of these trade-ins. Orange picking up extra cards is also interesting because I am just incentivized to eliminate them. But with how big their stack is, I'm probably better off just buttering them up for a turn. It's like, this is exactly the problem, dude. Purple, I mean, I know purple seeks vengeance, right? So how hard can I get them to hit me? Because this is all they've got left. That play by blue saved purple. Super frustrating. Loses 5 on a 7 cap because of course they do. I don't think they're going to give me pathing back over here again. They're completely off this. So this is the split to take this back. I think what I actually do on this turn, I'm not worried about purple. Purple is not my concern. My concern is that blue is hiding orange somewhere, which I obviously don't want. Like, you can have this. I don't actually care about purple at the moment. I'm intent on removal of orange from the game. Be foolish to sit off. Yeah, so I'll break them. I mean, I obviously set here. $90. Because they're not on a trade-in. Case blue has a trade. I don't care that orange gets extra troops. Orange doesn't realize that their cards are important to me. And getting them off the board. I can't risk them trading in. But I confirmed orange is not down here. They don't hit me back, which is interesting. Yeah, I should be able to get orange. Purple trades again. It's actually probably for the best. Makes winning this 2-player game a little, or 3-player game a little bit harder. I got to get orange off the board though. I don't this orange player is playing so much similarly to another orange player we had recently, who just like bizarrely, I can actually card block purple. I don't know the blue's gonna let me, but a player who bizarrely, honestly, if they come and hit me, this does nothing. These are inconsequential hits. Maybe they're taking the bonus. Nope. They're just hitting to hit. I mean, I don't know what the point of this is. This doesn't accomplish anything. Okay. Here's a strategy. Go take that from purple. I'm so glad that won. I didn't want to have to split there. Purple completely off capital. Can eventually just lead to a block. That goes back. Obviously got to worry about blue. Or you know what? This goes and takes this. Yeah, that's the way to do it. All right, all right, all right. This, break. 10. Take that. fortify here. Thought that might happen. Can't eliminate me, so. C'est la vie, right? Rolls my cap, it is what it is. Won't get the other one. And if he wraps around to try to hit this, and purple doesn't have any maneuvers to do anything to me, I can... Like, if he burns all of this, we can just eliminate blue. I think the war with purple... And granted, he hit my 5. He started it. He didn't have to hit the 5. He wasn't going to get this bonus up here. It's a smart play for blue to come break me. I don't know if it's smart to open the capital. If he rolls this, he immediately loses the game, too. Yeah, and he doesn't roll it, because he's not an idiot. It does set us up into an interesting position where theoretically I can card block both of these players on the next turn if I can deal with the 53. That's actually super valuable. The ability to potentially card block both of these players is very, very valuable, but it's contingent on this not returning down. If it hits in front of blue, then tough. If it doesn't, both of these guys will be card blocked. Yeah, like going up this way. This is perfect. This is just more, it's more churn. It allows me to set my position. I've got to trade in. And with neither of them on a set, I can just lock them into place. Blue started with how much? That's the most important thing about this, is how much blue started with. 15. So my blocks on blue need to be at least 15 troops. Or, well, at least probably 20. Trade-ins are getting pretty high, though. Purple's still navigating in here. So whatever I have here, I'll set appropriately. 13. 21. 15. And then I don't know how much it's going to be here, so let's do this. Perfect. Actually, I can break that. Don't want blue getting a card there. Okay. Good to know. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a 2-player card block. The ever elusive 2-player card block. Crazy. I was just, as long as purple didn't hit here, I was golden. And they didn't get it. And that makes me so excited. Blue doesn't pull off. I'm going to put a little bit over here on capital. Now, if they both start pulling off, I'm going to have to deal with it. But you saw, I just got, what, 44 troops? Exceptional, honestly. Probably should try to reduce the amount that blue gets. And trade on 3? No trade on 3. I can slam this, though. Just we'll have to retreat some troops back to capital. I respect the hustle. Boy, do I respect the hustle. Might as well reduce his total count. What? How did it was a 17% chance of win. How did I win that? Okay. Trade on 4? I don't have a trade on 4. That's tough. Need to, I keep the card block on purple, obviously, but I need to, although he needs to be careful here, because I'm just going to steal his capital. Hopefully the 2-on-1 fails. It does not. I swear, I see these guys blitz 2-on-1s all the time. It's a 41% roll and it wins like clockwork. It's crazy. He might blast this. And he wins it. Does he open purple? He opens purple. That actually... I don't know if that helps him. I don't think purple... They got what, 35? Not even 35 on cap? Maybe they got 35 on cap? I want them to show themselves to me, but I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think he's got much here, right? Might as well check. Nope. Not a lick. Both of these players have trades on 3. Not great, but I obviously will have a guaranteed set, so I'm not super worried about it, because if they don't trade, they just lose. Like, I don't think blue has enough back here to stop me. But blue is fighting his own battle for a lot of that. I get why he didn't eliminate orange. There's the trade from purple. Honestly, purple's best play here would be to go try to eliminate blue, and maybe they know that, but I did not fully remove blue on the right-hand side. So, targeting me here. Unfortunately, I have to give purple second here because I cannot risk blue having enough. Hopefully, what I want to happen is purple opens me to blue on the right-hand side. Which it doesn't look like they're going to do. They didn't give me pathing here either. I would have to hit through their capital. Come on. Not the way I wanted you to go. Oh, bummer. I don't know. I just don't know that this is going to be the best. I'm fairly certain they don't have enough troops here. Okay. Let's give it a roll. Pun intended. Good game. Well played. And a thumbs up to you. And be on 4 cards after this. That holds appropriately. All right, purple. I got a trade in. I don't have a trade on 4, so lock your cap off and then let me card block you. And it'll be a card block on 2 cards. Now, what unfortunately happens in this position a lot of times is these players will flag, and then the game will end, and I won't be able to run the board. And I really wish SMG would change that. I hope this guy quits instead of flagging. That would be great. Like, it leaves it as MIA. This really, attacking that right-hand side position and then maintaining it just helped so much. And with the double card block just felt so satisfying. I love stuff like that. Unfortunately for purple here, again, I don't have a trade-in, so I can't actually accomplish much here. But we can card block this player. Presumably that goes back to capital. And with the 20 cap here, I can just I actually have to sit on both sides of this, which is a little bit annoying, but... All right, dude. Good game. GG's to you. They get 9 troops. I'm glad I fortified to the 10 there because they could have gotten through that. Holding too much board, just got too much. Purple's 1 point over here. I'm surprised that they're the only player that ended up over here. This is an incredibly strong position. Obviously, risk of locking the cap off, but you've got white, me, black, orange, and blue. Blue's cap, mind you, atrocious. They're going to slow roll. I mean, fair enough. I simply don't think you have the troop count here to do this. I respect the hustle. I just, even if you get a card here, I just don't think you have the troop count to justify this type of play. So they're going to win this. Oh, they didn't blitz the 8-on-6, so they might not win it anymore. 6-on-4, I would blitz. They don't get there. Okay. Yeah, they quit. Okay. Never got my original cap back. This is exactly what I thought would happen, was that this player would... They would quit once I got them into that position. But, man, talk about card blocks on this map. I actually think this particular game made this map grow on me because of the card block ability. Granted, maybe a little bit too easy, but it was there. It's available to use. I think that these blizzards sometimes choke it up a little bit too much, but I do like it. I think it's better than Drained Great Lakes. Purple was master. I didn't think purple was bad. Orange was the type of master to try to pull everything off cap, and it's the second time we've seen that from an orange player in like the last week. And the card, it was valuable enough. Get you off the board. Don't let you stick around. That's what I'm going to do. Black tried to roll my cap, immediately quit. They were an expert. Beginner on white, intermediate on blue. Where does Terraform Venus stack up on our list of maps? I mentioned a moment ago that the blizzards can get super choky on this board, and that's fully true. Every bonus can have a blizzard in it, including the +2, potential of 1 point hold, depending on where the blizzards land in your +2. 1 point holds can happen on this map. We saw it in the bottom right on this time. I think the bonuses are balanced enough. Like the largest bonus is +6. It's not super oppressive. So I think because the bonuses aren't too strong, but still valuable for making your game better. Like white didn't defend their cap, and then I took their bonus, or took their capital. They were trying to play for a bonus in a separate spot, never getting any of their 6 troops that they were rolling back to capital. We take the capital. We continue playing. So all in all, I think it's a decent map. I think it's better than most of what we looked at in this map pack. Somewhere on the realm of a little bit above Abandoned Crystal Mines and Crown of the Sky is certainly better than Drain Great Lakes as well. I think it's probably actually the best of the map pack. And I think I can play it again. I think I'd like to play it again. We will place it in a spot. Let me see. So I had ACM here. I thought I had drained above that. Apologies for looking through this in real time. Or did I not? Maybe I didn't like it. It should have this kind of color. Abandoned Crystal Mines. Crown of the Skies, I think we had slightly... Oh, there's Drain. Okay, so we did have ACM, and I do think I like ACM the most of those 3. I think this map actually earns B tier potential. I think somewhere on the realm of a lot of these in here, where it's almost a larger version of a lot of the classic variants. And you guys know, I'm not super privy to the classic variants, so I intend on putting it above all of those. Battle of Ligny. I think this one's a little bit better than Ligny, but not quite. I don't like it. I don't think as much as Japan. I think Japan's a super unique map. There are not a lot like it. Japan, Troy is kind of similar, but a little bit bigger top to bottom. But those kind of long maps, I think, are super interesting. Britannia advanced, but better bonuses almost is how you can think of Japan. So that is where we're going to land. That one is in right kind of smack dab lower middle B tier. And next week, we'll be taking a look at Zombies Map Pack 2. We'll start with City of the Dead. Actually, that's not true. We will not start with City of the Dead. I want to start the smallest of those maps and work our way up. Smallest in terms of zooming out, because the interesting thing about Zombie Map Pack 2 is that it's basically the maps were designed in a way where you can start in the smallest one, smallest in terms of land area, and then zoom out. So we'll start with Ground Zero. Or is it Dead End Depot? Shoot, I don't remember which. No, it's Dead End Depot. We'll start with Dead End Depot, Ground Zero, City of the Dead, and State of Emergency. So Dead End Depot next week. You guys know I really enjoy that map, so we'll play that one. And we're getting down to the home stretch. Obviously, have the Pirate 2 map pack to add here at the end, and Archeonos, and then we'll be done. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.